My name is Robbie Lindley. I coach the middle school girls basketball team here this year. At this time, I'm going to have the middle school girls just come up and join me up here. So if you play middle school girls basketball, please come on up here. So, a couple things about this team. I'd say I've been really blessed and lucky to have great teams come in here and me be able to coach them. A lot of our girls on this team haven't played basketball before, or if they have, they played very minimal basketball. And I think one of our team goals this year was to not only learn basketball, but to have fun. And I think if any of you guys came to our practices, we had a lot of fun. We had some games get canceled on us, unfortunately. And so we had a few games at the end, and we definitely saw improvement during those games. And so that was one of the things that we wanted to do as a team, was have fun, learn the game of basketball and how to play the game of basketball right, and then improve. And I think our team did that tremendously. So.
Love you, Michelle!
So, we're going to go ahead and pass out our certificates for middle school sports. And so our first one is Amber Lee. Scarlett, who made it all the way back for this banquet. Sam. Brenda. Michelle. Amelia, and Karen cannot be with us tonight. We do have a few awards for these ladies too. We have our Patriot Award, which exemplify our 5 values at school: love, community, grit, excellence, and teamwork. And so this award goes to a player that we chose and exemplified all those things. They came to practice ready to work every single day. They had a positive attitude and they showed improvement and they just showed love for the team. So our Patriot Award went to Samantha Marshall. And our last award is Most Improved. I think that was one of our big goals, was, like I said at the beginning, a lot of us had not played basketball before, and we wanted to show that we could learn how to play basketball, and we wanted to show that improvement. And I know our most improved award goes to Michelle Badalamente. So, one more time, real quickly, can we give it up for the middle school basketball team this year? Next, we have Coach Huntley with middle school boys basketball.
Come on, boys. Hello, everybody. This is my second year with the boys middle school program. We definitely have a lot of fun. We have a lot of talent here. We have a lot of young kids, which I love to see. We are 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. We went from some real big highs to some lows, but I will tell you what, our last basketball game of this season was phenomenal. We played all-around basketball. We had, two kids tied with leading scorer, and I believe it was Nathaniel and Theory Price, which those two were my only big men that wanted to play underneath. Isaac, you did a great job. You were more of my go-to defender. So, but you two in that last game, like even Nick goes, Coach, I like this. They're wide open underneath, and I just give them the ball and they can score and we can get back, right? And that's what we are working towards, is the whole team aspect of it, where someone gets open, we got to give them the open shot. So I will hand out awards first. Nick Stevens. Isaac Crawford. Logan Weeks. Ethan Carroll. Nathaniel Perry. Gary Price. Trent Austin. Jamie Green. Jacob is not here. Oh, there you are. Joe's not here.
Yeah, Joe's not here.
Elliot's not here.
Hey, finally they put Jacob to start.
Zach?
Did you get the picture?
We had 2 team awards this year. One was the Patriot Award, and one was the Most Improved. The Patriot Award, I bounced back and forth between 3 kids. Kind of go back like in my mind over memories through the season, you know, different points that stood out to me. And I remember playing here in our own gym. I believe it was our 2nd game here. And this kid, I'm always telling him, if you're open, shoot the ball. Just shoot the ball. Have a little self-confidence. You know, how many did you hit that night, Ethan? 3? You hit 3? Ethan Sherrill, Patriot. All right, this was the toughest decision I've probably made yet. The Most Improved, because everybody has improved as a basketball player this year. I seriously was like flipping a coin over this one. But I decided to go a little different route, thinking this way. This kid showed up every day to practice. He's so much fun to be around. And I mean, when he first come in, I'm like, all right, we're going through layups. And I was like, wow, that's a layup. Like, it actually touched the ceiling of the gym. That's, you know, okay, he's got some strength. We can work with that. Now, the kid is spin move dribble. Everything's off the glass. And Jacob Spray, it was an honor, dude, to coach this shit.
What?
Municipal boys basketball.
My name's Fred.
Hey, go ahead, buddy.
Don't want me to
Hey, you're next. We have the girls varsity basketball. And Coach Whitaker. Oh, I was just going in order with up here. Cheerleading.
Hey, don't come down. You guys are okay. You guys can have both sides. I like the Let us get organized. So good they work Are we good? We're good? Okay. So, this was our first season of having competitive cheer at CHA. It was a goal for me to build up the team to get them to a competitive level. And this is the year that I knew we were ready to do it. I want to thank Coach Jagoda, Coach Nemeth, because without them, I could not have done it. There are so many rules to competitive cheer. I can't even tell you. So us working together as a team, learning the rules, making the rounds that we needed to make to compete with, working on tumbling, stunts, cheering, there's so much involved in it. And it really, I know it looks excessive that we had 3 coaches, but it was definitely needed, and I just thank them so much. We practice 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, until 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. We had competitions on Saturday. These girls, as a whole, were so dedicated. They always showed up. We had such a good time. We laughed. Sometimes we cried. A few times we yelled. But I wouldn't have had it any other way. I was just really proud of them. I told them, you know, I know that this first year we're just trying out. We're going to see what happens. Every week our goal was just score higher than the week before. And every week we did that. So I'd like to give them a round of applause. seniors first. Brianna Vega, Taya Carruthers, Anna Young. They were our leaders of the season. They pushed us to the next level. Bree and Anna came on a little late, and I'm really glad they chose to try out competitive cheer before they left so they could have the experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and as much as your coaches did. And then Taya's a big reason why we wanted to do competitive cheer this year. She's the heart of this team. I'm really gonna miss you. I always cry every time. I say I'm not going to, I'm going to, but we're gonna miss you. And I just don't know what we're gonna do without the three of you all together, because it's just been a joy to not just be your teacher, but to be your coach. And then soon I'm looking forward to being your friend and keeping tabs on you throughout the years. Let's get out their certificates. You can hold applause to the end and then just clap for all of them at the same time. You guys are my cast brothers. So Brianna Vega, Taya Carruthers, Annie Young, Elaine Spessa, Cheyenne Therapy, Emily Sanzi, Desiree White, Kayla Fry, Maddie Huntley, and Corinne Boothang Danson. Give her a round of applause. Okay, now to our awards. So picking awards was really hard for us as coaches. What we're looking for is girls that started the season with us, that showed up to practice, that practiced outside of practice. I know we asked a lot, stayed on top of their grades, and really came to do the thing that we were asking them to do, which is cheer their heart out. So first, I would like to award our most improved cheerleader of this season, Alanis. Our most spirited, this girl came in on fire. I had multiple people blown away, not just by her skills that she showed, but by how much she loved it. We didn't know she had it in her, and it's like she was born to do this. So our most spirited is Whoop Desiree! Whoop Desiree! Okay, finally, our Patriot Award. This is for the athlete that brought it in practice, that did what they needed to do in school, that inspired all of us, including the coaches, to keep going, keep pushing through, and keep doing what we needed to do, which was beat our score from the week previously. So, Kayla Fry, our Patriot Award. Thank you very much. Next up, boys and girls, Coach Whitaker.
Good job, Doug. Good job, guys. I like how cheer did it, so it's me and seniors over here.
We love you, Sam.
Apparently I'm scary and nobody wants to stand by me. Before I get started introducing the girls, there's a few people I need to thank. Obviously, Mr. Church, Mr. Patterson for allowing me to coach, and of course the parents for letting me coach your girls. I absolutely love them, and I know I've told them this from time to time. There's weeks during season when I spend more time with them than my own children. I absolutely love them and appreciate the opportunity to work with them. And also, Mr. Lindley lied when he stood up here and said that he just coached middle school girls basketball. Mr. Lindley is, during basketball season, my right-hand man. He helps out with the girls. He's there at every practice. He goes on every road trip game. And this year, multiple times, when my daughter was supposed to have surgery and then finally had surgery, he stepped up and actually took over for me while I had to be out. So. I'll save you guys for last. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'll hand these young ladies their awards. I have Haley Jarose, Samantha Jarose. Was that your family? No. I think it looks like your family. Jessica Crouch, Nicole Marshall. Chris Ryan. Autumn Wood. I'll get sorry. And then there's some seniors. I'm gonna miss you guys next year, like, true story. Faith Kimball, Dana Burns, and Haley Malnicki. Also Taylor Snisco, who's not here tonight, but I've had Faith and Dana. I had the privilege of coaching last year and this year, and I'm really gonna miss them. Faith is. She looks all nice and sweet, but on the basketball court, she's not. She's aggressive. She always goes and gets it, and that's one of the things I love about Faith. And Dana actually earned our Patriot Award this year. Coached Dana last year, and I had the privilege of coaching her again this year. And this year, she really turned it up. She was going to, after we had practice, she'd stay and she'd shoot around during the boys' practice. She would be there early, she would stay late, and really spent a lot of time in the gym, really improving and really just embracing basketball this year. So Dana gets our Patriot Award. Then there's Haley. Haley didn't even want to play basketball this year. She didn't. It took some serious convincing to get Haley to actually come to basketball this year. But I think she enjoyed it. I think she appreciated the decision we made for her. Haley, same thing. She came in. She hadn't really played basketball ever before, right? Never before. So she came in as a senior. Same thing as Dana, worked hard, really just started, loved basketball and worked hard, and Haley is our most improved player this year. I think I have one more award to give out. Last award is MVP, and that goes to Samantha Giroux. Sam's a junior this year. She wants to get so much better at basketball. She does a good job working hard at basketball. I'm excited because we still have another year left with Sam, so I expect better things next year. I know she gets really frustrated at me and fusses at me because I'm extra hard on her, but she has it in her and she's going to do great things if she keeps working hard. And that's it. And then with that, I'll turn it over to Mr. Alden.
You guys gonna come up here, or am I just gonna do the whole show by myself? First of all, I would like to say I would make this quick, but if you ever came to any of my games, you know I talk a lot. And I'm going to apologize for that beforehand. Few things, starting off, my whole team could not be here today, not really sure why. I know one kid has goats having kids again, second year in a row, so he has to help deliver those. But other than that, this actually kind of resembles our team. Only having 2 seniors this year and 2 juniors, we had a very young team. 1 freshman and, what's it, like 5 sophomores. So with that being said, it's still a lot of commitment that we're working to, but with the youth that we had, is a lot of improvement, a lot of ups and a lot of downs. We had a lot of emotional roller coasters that we had to go over, which is fine because basketball is a very emotional game. There's not a lot of games where you can go from doing great to doing bad in literally just 1 turnover. So I have to applaud these fellows for doing a great job with that. I hope you guys don't mind, but I really do like to talk about everyone on the team, at least everyone that's here first. So let me go through and hand out the ones that aren't here. Good Lord. There's the 4. Okay, we're going to start here. So, first up, Devin Austin. Devin
really showed up this year in a lot of ways. Beginning of the year, he was a little flaky because his grades weren't the greatest, and he said, "Coach, I don't know if I can pass my classes and do basketball." And I kind of looked at him, and I didn't tell him this, but like my heart kind of sank a little bit. I needed him on the team. And so I said, "You know what, think about it, go home, do your homework tonight, come back tomorrow and tell me what you think." And he came back, he's like, "Oh, I was stupid, I'm going to play basketball, I can do this." And that's just you with youth, you know, he learned that he had to do a lot of things. He's probably one of our best defensive players. He works very hard at what he does, and he enjoys working hard, and he's such a good president for it. He's also our youngest captain on the team, being a sophomore, and a lot of people are following suit to what he does. So, Devin, you did a great job this year. Next up, Marshall Damson. Marshall, being another sophomore, he also did a great job. He filled into a starting role. He was, you know, he's very coachable. I can tell him, "Marshall, I need to do this." "Okay." "Now you're going to ask me why?" "Nope." "Okay." Marshall did a great job overall. He really filled into being able to score towards the end and being able to bring the ball up. His biggest triumph that he went over this year was with controlling himself, his emotions, and being disciplined. And if he keeps that up, oh, he has a lot of good things coming for the years to go. Excuse me, that didn't even make sense. A lot of good things coming for the years onward. You guess what I'm saying. I'm not the best speaker, I should really like doing that. But he did great. He played his heart out this year, and I'm just excited for these guys to get older. And that actually wraps up our sophomore class, our representatives for our sophomore class. So Marshall, you did a great job this year, buddy. Next up is Christian Jonases. I got it right once. Yes! Score it. Christian improved a ton this year, being one of the juniors who came in this year. Last year, no offense, Christian, I saw the improvement, but I'm sitting there like he could do more. This year, he did more. He earned himself a starting role for a game. He earned himself as many minutes as he could do. He went down, drained a couple of threes. He did anything he could for the team. He was always trying to be there. If you ever had to miss a practice, "Coach, I'm sorry, I'll make it up, I'll do this, yada, yada, yada." He worked hard. He wanted to be there. And that's one thing that I can't coach. That's one thing that's installed with him. So Christian, you did a great job this year, bud. Next up, Brandon Austin. So, having Brandon on the team is pretty nice. He likes to score. That's about it. You know, we're still getting him to improve his defense and rebounding and other things like that. But, you know, he does pretty well at scoring. So, I'll bet some of that's fine for now. Throughout the year, though, he really picked it up. He really turned it away from me to we and tried to epitomize, you know, how to be more as a team. And that's what you need in basketball. You can't just have one player doing it all. And that's one thing that even this team has done a great job doing, is turning from a me mentality to a we mentality. And, you know, as one of my captains, he did a great job of proving that and showing that so everyone follows suit. Brandon did a great job this year. Now I'm going to move over to these two goons. My seniors. First up, Ryan Marshall. You did a great job this year. You did a phenomenal job this year. You started off and you were timid. You were afraid somehow. You're the biggest, tallest, lankiest kid on the court, and you was timid, afraid. I would kill for that size, even though I'm that tall. Just, no. Anywho. Towards the end of the season, and you can see it in our games, he started figuring out what he needed to do, his job. He would be the farthest one down on defense. He protected our home. He got a rebound. I'll turn around. He's the first one down on the other side, ready to score. He just ran like a gazelle out there. He did everything he could. And he cared. He tried his best. And I'm going to miss coaching you. That's for sure. For sure. Thank you for your time. Thank you. So last up, Mikey Wells. Mikey is another player who you can just tell when he's on the court, he just loves basketball. He loves the game. He loves being out there. He made a lot of sacrifices this year. People may not know this, During our first 2 scrimmages of the year, we found ourselves down by, about 25? 25 starting into the second half. Mikey comes down and you had only 6. He drained 6 threes and put us back. He had 31 points in just a scrimmage, but they refused to lose. And behind Mikey and his leadership, my third captain, our team gathered together and we just refused to let this team beat us. And we came back and we ended up winning by 2 points. Had a great layup in overtime. And yeah, it may just be a scrimmage, but oh my Lord, it was just something that I was just glad to coach. I always wanted to be able to coach a great comeback, and that was truly phenomenal. It's something I'm going to always remember. Let's see, same with Mikey White and a few of these. I've coached from these guys for 2-3 years, and Mikey's out there every day to try and get better, try and motivate his team, try and move people. Like you said, he took a little bit of sacrifices. He could go out there and if he wanted to, probably get double digits every game, scoring, possibly rebounding, but he doesn't like rebounding. But he actually started turning around. He gave up his 15-foot jump shot and passed the ball down to a more open 2-foot jump shot. And that's something that it's tough to coach. It's tough to insert that mentality to certain players. But once they have it, it catches on and you turn it more into a team. So Mikey, thank you for your time and your leadership. So, my awards. Unfortunately, the person who won Most Improved is not here tonight. That would be Garrett Hardenberg. Garrett started off the year with a broken arm and the fear that he was going to get cut because he had a broken arm. And he's out there, left hand, he's right-handed, doing everything he could, trying to keep up. And he just showed that grit that like you can't help but to look at him and root for him because he was doing so well. Now, he had a few downsides, he had a lot of learning moments. It was his first year playing basketball, but he tried his best and he did great doing it. So, Garrett, whoever you are, you did a great job. I'll make sure that plaque goes to him. Next up is the MVP. Now, I kind of do MVP a certain way. I usually take most points during the game, average them out, things of that nature. But truly, MVP is a great award. It is, but there's so much behind it because as an MVP, you have to have a team behind you backing you. You have to have a team. But you know what? If you're out there and doing everything for the team, then you deserve the MVP as well. And Brandon Austin, you did a great job this year. I know there's a few going there. I know you guys are here for this. Last up is the Patriot Award, or the Coaches Award. Now, I go through and I usually pick somebody who emphasizes our 5 values or just what it's like to be on a team. Now, that being said, it's not somebody who goes out and scores the points. It's someone that goes out and gives it the best effort. Someone who goes out and does everything they need to do. It's someone who goes out and says, you know what, yeah, I may be able to score that much, but if I do, is the team gonna win? And with his great sacrifices, we were able to lead our team to our first non-losing season, because we went 4-4 this year, very close to a winning season. Really wanted that winning season. But as my second year head coach, taking it 4-4 and having an amazing win against Brethren JV at the last game, I can't help it enough. Mikey, you did a great job this year. Thank you. And these are the CHA boys basketball team. Thank you again for your time. I think that is it. So everyone, please have a good night, and thank you for your time today.